Shout out to Review Tech USA for pointing out what I'm about to talk about, and I'll get more to it in this video. Sincerest of apologies for the late upload. I ended up watching one of the latest videos uploaded by Review Tech USA, and he was talking about the NES Classic Edition. Now, what is the NES Classic Edition? Is basically Nintendo deciding that they would come out with a mini-style NES. You can't play off your NES cartridges, but the mini NES console is going to come with a bunch of NES games preloaded. What Review Tech USA was trying to point out about the NES Classic Edition is, here's the thing. Alright, I've checked through the select retailers that Nintendo is selling the NES Classic Edition at. So these retailers are Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, Target, and Walmart. That's what we're all able to figure out on the official website for the NES Classic Edition. Now, I went through every select retailer that has been offered to me through the NES Classic Edition website, because that's their select retailers. That's where they're selling the NES Classic Edition. Alright, so Amazon is sold out, Best Buy is sold out, GameStop is sold out, Target has been sold out. Actually, as a matter of fact, the store page for the NES Classic Edition disappeared, but the store page for the NES Classic Edition controller is still there. And of course, Walmart sold out. That is one thing that is pointed out by Review Tech USA. Now, here is where Review Tech USA was trying to get at in his video. You know, I know, we all know that the NES Classic Edition is $60. So I did a search on the NES Classic Edition on eBay, and I found out that what Review Tech USA was trying to point out is much, much worse than when he got a hold of it. There is listings on eBay where the NES Classic Edition is being sold with the seller's asking price not being any cheaper than or exactly $60. Instead, I guess you could say they would double up. As a matter of fact, we're looking at $100 to, well, thousands of dollars. And these eBay listings keep adding up and adding up and adding up. There are auctions, and I've seemed to notice this in the search. There are auctions that have come out with the starting bid being like $1 or near $1, but they're just bidding wars waiting to happen. Here's what I think about this, and here's what these sellers don't get. These preloaded games for the NES Classic Edition, people can get a hold of it on their Nintendo 3DS. People can also get a hold of it on their Wii U. And when the Nintendo Switch comes out, people are going to buy the Nintendo Switch. And when people get a hold of the Nintendo Switch, there's going to be an eShop. And there's going to be the Virtual Console. And another thing, the NES Classic Edition cannot play any cartridges because of its size. Its size said itself. It will not play off NES cartridges. People have Retrons, and even their original NES consoles, both of them can run NES cartridges. One more thing, the games that come preloaded in the NES Classic Edition, they're not to everybody's liking. These sellers think that they're gonna get a bunch of people who are going to be like, shit, I can't find it in my local store, so I have no choice but to pay the extra hundreds of dollars, and yeah, I'll get my NES Classic Edition. What they don't realize is that there are people who have a 3DS. There are people who have a Wii U. They have access to the Virtual Console via either 3DS or Wii U. You also have people who have Retrons or actual NES systems that can actually play NES cartridges. And we all know that the benefit of having a 3DS or a Wii U or a Retron or an actual NES console that can play NES cartridges, and I know for a fact that this is the benefit that the NES Classic Edition does not have. And that benefit is the ability to play more of what you want, rather than compromising with what's preloaded. This is coming from a guy who collects NES games, but not only NES games, Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, Sega Genesis, Sega Saturn, Sega Dreamcast, PlayStation 2. I even have a fucking retro corner, if you have seen my previous videos. What I'm trying to get at here is that not everybody is sold on the NES Classic Edition. As a matter of fact, one of the major reasons why is that people already got themselves covered. That's all. I'll be looking forward to you in the next video.